Greetings everyone, my name is KidLot404 and welcome back to my channel dedicated to the Nintendo Wii U and Call of Duty Black Ops 2, and in this video is going to be a ton of jam-packed information about newly released information about the Nintendo Wii U. I didn't want to make individual videos because I didn't want to annoy you guys, so I congregated all this information into one large video, so I hope you guys appreciate that. We're going to be talking about NintendoLand, New Super Mario Bros. U, Conduit 3, okay? Conduit 3 of all things, very surprising indeed, and we're going to be talking about Wii Motion Plus support for the Nintendo Wii U, as well as, European release date for the Nintendo Wii U. It isn't looking too good for you guys who are living in Europe at this moment if you want to get it at midnight release. But we're going to talk about that a little bit later. We're first going to be talking about NintendoLand, and basically for NintendoLand, we all know what the game is. Basically, it's just a tech demo to show off what the Wii U gamepad can actually accomplish in the game. There's been a new attraction revealed called Metroid Blast. It is a Metroid-themed game. The concept is very simple. The person with the Wii U gamepad is controlling a ship and moving around the level, and 4 other players using Wii remotes are trying to shoot that ship down. A very simple concept. I'm sure it's going to be a lot of fun to play when that game does come out. This leads me into the next topic I want to talk about, which is Wii Motion Plus, and it's going to be really interesting for Nintendo. I want to see what their decision is going to be on Wii Motion Plus, because naturally not everybody has Wii Motion Plus. Me, for example, I don't have any sort of Wii Motion Plus technology at my home whatsoever, because I actually bought my Wii back in 2006 when Wii Motion Plus didn't exist. Does Nintendo alienate gamers like me and say, yes, we're going to fully support Wii Motion Plus for every game that we develop on the Wii U that can use the Wii remote? Because again, the past couple of years they've been promoting the Wii Motion Plus. They have Wii Motion packed in with Wii Sports Resort. They had other games like The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword that needed to be used with the Wii Motion Plus. It was an absolute mandatory thing to have, and so they have been kind of promoting that Wii Motion Plus technology for the past couple of years with these games. It kind of doesn't make sense for them to just not have Wii Motion Plus at all. Currently in NintendoLand, however, they're only supporting 2 Wii Motion Plus games, which is Metroid Blast, like I said before, and The Legend of Zelda Battle Quest. So I don't know what they're going to be deciding. I think they're going to just go like half and half maybe, or kind of like maybe 75-25. 75% of the content in the games probably won't be using Wii Motion Plus, because again, not everybody has that technology, and then maybe the other 25% will have games supporting Wii Motion Plus. So again, it's gonna be interesting to see how a Nintendo kind of decides what they're gonna do with this situation. Moving on, I want to talk about New Super Mario Bros. U. There's 2 pieces of information I wanted to discuss with you. The first one is this new mode called Boost Mode, and basically this is the speed running mode of the game. The screen will constantly move towards the right, so there's no dilly-dallying around. There's no waiting around, getting coins, collecting mushrooms, and kind of taking your time. The game is kind of pushing you forward along the way. This is kind of cool because speedrunners, in my opinion, are the most underrated players ever. They have the most skill and the most dedication. Over at speedrunslive.com, you can see a bunch of people speedrunning a bunch of popular games, and I know some people who have spent like 3 years. Can you imagine spending 3 years playing one game? And some of these games they're not even multiplayer games at all. Obviously, they're speedrunning the single player portion of the game, and to spend 3 years on that single player portion, I think that's pretty insane. That shows dedication, and they have the best muscle memory, the best reflexes, the best timing and everything to get to the end of the game as fast as possible. Kudos to all you speedrunners out there. The second piece of information is that New Super Mario Bros. U will have an overworld similar to that of Super Mario World, okay? I don't think a Mario game has had that in quite a while, an overworld like Super Mario World. I don't know when you guys were born. I was born in the 1990s, and even then, during the 1990s, the N64 was the console that was just coming out, so I actually had to buy a used SNES just to play Super Mario World, and it was a total blast. I did like that whole idea of branching paths, the keys and the keyholes and all that stuff, all the secrets that you have to find to branch the levels out and to find all the secret areas in the game. I really like that, and hopefully they can bring that idea over to New Super Mario Bros. U, use those same ideas and maybe surprise us with new mechanics and concepts. I would like that a lot for New Super Mario Bros. U. And moving on to the next game, Conduit 3. This is going to be a good one because, Conduit 3, guys, I never expected any news for Conduit 3 to be coming out for the Nintendo Wii U. I know Conduit 2 did really poorly. I don't know if that was High Voltage Software's fault or marketing or whatever, but I just know that Conduit 2 didn't do so well, and so I'm kind of happy and excited that, I thought they were just going to throw away the whole concept and, never talk about Conduit again, or maybe High Voltage Software was just going to go out of business or whatever, but I'm so glad that they've actually mentioned stuff about Conduit 3. I'm going to post it right here, HVS Bob. And by the way, guys, I'm a really avid GameFAQs person. I've been on the site for over 4 years. I'll show you my profile right here. I have over 1,000 karma, meaning that I've been here over 1,000 days. So that's like nearing 4 years on this site. I'm a very avid GameFAQs person, and it's really cool that the developers of Conduit 2 actually post on this website, and they post a bunch of patches. They tell us how HVS is doing, what their future plans are, and all that stuff. It's really cool to see interaction between game developers and people who play the game, so we can give them direct feedback on how to make Conduit 2 and other games better. But basically, HVS Bob has posted a question and answer series, and basically he said that Conduit series is still going to be around. We're going to be announcing Conduit news later on this year before the end of the year, so hopefully that's Conduit 3. It's not necessarily Conduit 3, but I'm hoping it's Conduit 3, especially since Conduit 2 ended with a really big cliffhanger. I'm going to spoil it right here. Abraham Lincoln and a bunch of presidents come out, and they're kind of like warrior type people that come out at the end of the game. So I kind of want to see what happens in Conduit 3 with this whole president thing now. I love this conspiracy theory kind of story that they built up in Conduit 2. Moving on to the last piece of information, this is the really bad information. This is about the Wii U release date over in Europe. I'm getting a lot of news saying that it's going to be delayed in Europe and possibly going to be released December 7th, okay? December 7th is quite a long ways away, about a month away from November, from the alleged November 11th release date that keeps popping up in the news. It's kind of unfortunate for you guys who are in Europe. Apparently there's a bunch of manufacturing issues and this and that, and there's just a lot of problems that Nintendo can't get their Nintendo Wii U console out all over the world, unfortunately. I remember back in the Nintendo Wii U not the Wii U, but the original Wii release date, I remember they actually released it in North America before they released it in Japan. That's the only information I know about kind of I guess, circulation of the Nintendo Wii and, how Nintendo circulates their consoles and all that stuff. It's just kind of unfortunate for you guys if this information is true. Probably what I would do if you want the Wii U so bad, like, as soon as possible, and I lived in Europe and I'm in this predicament, the thing I would probably do is just order it online, maybe from Amazon or something, and just wait 1 or 2 days. It's, it's not that bad to wait a couple of days to get your new console delivered to your house and all that stuff. Or maybe if you have relatives who live in the States, maybe you guys can phone them up, make them do the dirty work for you, make them go to midnight release, and then when they get the Wii U console, they can ship it over to you guys in Europe. 1 or 2 days, it's not that bad to wait. I know some of you guys want to get it midnight release, but if this is true, then, oh well, it's life pretty much, and I guess you just gotta move on. Anyways, that's it for the information. It was a lot of information. I thank you guys for staying till the end of the video to watch it all. My name is Killot404, and thank you for supporting me, guys. Peace out.